There's no place like my country home in the hills of Ohio.
Hey guys, Wayne here. We are back out on the riverbank doing some more river fishing, and I'm actually at a different spot than where I was in my last video. I'm actually in a different county, closer to my house. I'm about probably 10 minutes away from my house. But here in a second I'm going to show you the river. It's a lot calmer here. I don't really know why, but there's a big bend over here in the river that I think causes this just to be a little bit calmer. Right over here in front of me there's a little they call it a river, but it's more like a creek to me, but they call it the Little Scioto River. That comes in. There's a channel that comes in. So I'm hoping right here where the Ohio River is flowing, and right here where the Little Scioto comes in, that is where I'm going to catch me some catfish. I'm fishing with chicken livers strictly today. That's all I've got. That's all I'm going to use. I'm kind of experimenting to see what we've got. So now I'm going to show you the river, and there's this huge railroad train trestle that goes across. It's just a marvelous engineering feat. I always love looking at it whenever I'm down here. So, okay, let me show you that, and then we'll get the pole in the water. Okay, so this right here is the Little Scioto River, and of course that right there is the mighty Ohio. Down that way you'll run into Cincinnati. You go that way far enough and you'll run into Pittsburgh, and there's the train trestle that I was talking about. And another wonderful thing is I am underneath all of this shade. Wonderful. Okay, so like I said, I'm fishing with liver today. Let me go ahead and get my pole rigged up and get the bait in the water, and then we'll come back. Okay, well, I got my pole in the water, and well, not my pole, my line. People will be getting on to me, don't say you got your pole in the water. I got my line in the water. Like I said, I'm using chicken liver. I'll be quite honest with you, it's been years since I've been to this spot. And I mean, you couldn't ask for a better beach. I mean, it is wide open, perfect place to sit, shade. The sun's going down over the hill over there, so I mean, it's a beautiful spot. I mean, you could not ask for anything better. The water's real calm. The current doesn't take your gear down. It's perfect. Now, if I could just catch a fish, so that's what we're going to try to do. So, if we get any action, I will turn the camera back on and see what we've got. I don't know. Now we wait. That's why they call it fishing and not catching. But at any rate, it's not a waste of time, because my goodness, this is a beautiful spot. Absolutely gorgeous. Right over there is the great Commonwealth of Kentucky. So, right on the border. As a matter of fact, what's funny is the Ohio River is actually not completely owned by Ohio. What's funny is, I'll be completely honest with you, I probably casted out into Kentucky. Is how close the border is actually in the river here. West Virginia is the same way. It's funny, it's the Ohio River, but Ohio barely owns any of it. But that's okay. Anyway, we're going to let that bait soak for a little bit, and if I get anything, I'll turn the camera back on. I just really can't get over this spot. I mean, the wind is blowing, it's cool. You know, it's probably around 85, 90 degrees out, but right here it's cool. Man, it's just a beautiful spot. I'm gonna be going on and on about this probably this whole video. And it looks like I'm getting a bite. Maybe I'll catch a fish on camera. Something was nibbling at it. The only downside is I'm kind of up on this knoll a little bit, and the river the bank kind of goes down pretty steep, so I'm having to sit up here, and I have so much line out that it's actually, the wind is kind of pulling it a little bit. Not enough to complain about. If I had a complaint, that would be it, but not enough to care. It's a good sign though, I'm getting that bite. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and sit here and see if I can't catch something, and then I'll turn the camera back on if I do. Well, I've been getting quite a few bites, quite a few big bites, and just can't get nothing hooked. So I don't know whether they're big fish and big bites or little fish and big bites or turtles. But at any rate, I'm enjoying myself. I just rebaited my hook. So we're going to get it back out in the water and keep on trying. Let's keep going. You know, I remember it's probably been about 10 years ago. A buddy of mine had a bass boat that we'd go out on. And right out there, we would anchor out. And we would actually go swimming. And yes, the current would take you away. So you had to either hold on to a rope or wear a life jacket or something. Or somebody had to stay in the boat in case you floated away. They could come and get you. But it depends on how strong the current was. You know, some days you could swim up and down, be just fine, and other days you could not swim up current. But we would swim right out there, and it was a blast, man. I'm telling you, it was like, I don't know, it was just fun. We never even thought of the danger, and trust me, there was a lot of danger to fishing in the river. I mean, swimming in the river. But as far as fishing, I still have not caught anything. I've been here for about, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours. Sun's starting to go down. We'll stay out here a little bit longer and see if I can't catch something. But right out here underneath this bridge, right out there underneath this bridge, we would, that's where we would anchor out to go fishing. So we would be actually upriver just a little bit. We would cast this way. And I think there's a deep trough right there, and we would catch fish like crazy. I remember one time I was using a lure right over there by that middle pillar and caught a perch, of all things. I didn't expect to catch anything, to be honest with you. But I brought in a perch. And that was pretty neat. But the thing about river fishing, especially the Ohio River, you never know what you're going to pull out. You could fish and fish and fish for 2 weeks straight and not catch a thing. Go out the next day and bring in a dozen. I mean, you just never know what you're going to get. Now, I'm fishing for catfish, but you know, anything that attaches to the hook, I'm going to bring in. But anyway, it's this is river fishing. I've had a lot of bites, but nothing's hooked up. I'm using a circle hook. They're supposed to set themselves, but I have yet to catch one on it. Actually, I have yet to catch anything on this pole. The Flying Dutchman. It's cursed, I think. I need to break the curse. I thought about finding me a catfish farm just so I could catch a catfish on it and break the curse. But it is what it is. I'm sure I'll get something eventually. It's really peaceful. The only problem is about 500 yards up is the highway, US 52. It's the main road from here going towards Cincinnati. So there's a lot of traffic. But it's not enough to care about. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna reel in, rebait the hook, cast her back out, and see if we can't catch something. And if I do, you guys know I'll show you. Well guys, I hope this video wasn't too boring. I got skunked today. Sun's going down, fixing to get dark. I still got to go home, get a shower, eat me some supper, and relax before work in the morning. This ain't my last adventure here though. No, no, no. I am going to keep on coming. I know most people will say, you know, you need to go catfishing at night, but I've found that you can catch catfish during the day, at night. I haven't had any more luck at night than I have during the day. I'm going to break the curse on this pole though. Eventually I'm going to do it. And then all bets are off. But, alright guys, sorry if it was so boring. It's the joys of fishing, you never know. But, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you next time.